Matt Gaetz made a lot of news earlier this week when he basically took out the Speaker of the House. He's continuing to make news now. According to a huge scoop from NBC News, Gaetz trashed the House Republicans' impeachment inquiry into Biden during a private online fundraiser with big GOP donors. You might be confused, and I guess we can see that Matt Gaetz and fundraiser appearing in the same sentence. You'd be right to feel that way. It's because Matt Gaetz loves to brag about the fact that he gets all this small dollar donations and not checks from corporations and fat cats, but we'll revisit that. These are quotes from that fundraiser, that online fundraiser that took place September 26th. This is Matt Gaetz speaking. "I don't believe that we are endeavoring upon a legitimate impeachment of Joe Biden. They're trying to engage in a forever war of impeachment, and like many of our forever wars, it will drag on forever and in a bloody draw. I just don't get the sense that it is for the sake of impeachment. I think it's for the sake of having another bad thing to say about Joe Biden." From that same report, Gaetz told the attendees he meant no offense to Representatives Jim Jordan and James Comer, who are overseeing the closely watched probes, but he added, according to the recording, "If this was serious, we would have sent a subpoena to Hunter Biden," which is ironic because just last month, Matt Gaetz took to Twitter and said, "Term limits vote, balanced budget vote, single subject spending bills, release J6 tape, subpoena Hunter, impeach Biden. We must do these things. The American people have waited long enough." A little bit of change of heart from the maybe gubernatorial candidate for the Republican nomination in Florida one day, Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, the only part I'll disagree with is not a change of heart. It's a change of language depending on the audience and message based on the audience. So look, there's two different issues here. One is the fundraiser and the other is what he said in the fundraiser. I'm actually okay with the fundraiser. That might surprise you guys, but he said he's not taking corporate PAC money, and unless he violated that pledge, and there were folks who were sending in corporate super PAC money to him there. If he violates that pledge, then I'm done with him. He has no redeeming qualities left at that point, etc. But if it's just people who are wealthy that are giving him money, that's still allowed. And you can see in Matt Gaetz's proposals for anti-corruption bills, I don't think he's getting corporate PAC money. The corporate PACs despise anti-corruption. They are the corruption. So we'll see. We'll see if any of those guys were linked to those super PACs, or we might not see. But if they're just wealthy Republicans, that's old school and that's not great, but it's okay. So now in terms of the impeachment stuff, now ironically, he's totally right when he's behind closed doors. They have no evidence. It's just the impeachment war is back and forth, except for the fact that there was plenty of evidence on Donald Trump and there's no evidence on Joe Biden, and even Matt Gaetz knows it, and Rosendale knows it. They all know it. Even the most extreme Republicans know it. So he's right about that too. So what's he wrong about? Lying in public that he's in favor of impeachment and that, oh boy, they got this, right? So you tell me Matt Gaetz changed his mind between that tweet and that closed door meeting with the fundraiser? Get out of here. He didn't change his mind. He lies to you on a regular basis when he's in public. And that's to rile you guys up. Oh yeah, we got by. Oh yeah, we can do impeachment. In reality, of course, and they don't want to break the spell. Every right-wing host, every right-wing politician tells you they got plenty of evidence on Biden when they don't have a single piece of evidence. If a bunch of them came out and were like, half the Fox News hosts were like, okay, fine, we'll admit it. We have no evidence at all. We just don't like Joe Biden and we just want to smear him and impeach him because you guys correctly impeached Donald Trump. No, they're never gonna say that. So Matt Gaetz has to lie because his voters demand that lie. They want Biden to be guilty, whether he's actually guilty or not. So that's why he lies to them.
Yeah, I mean, look, first of all, obviously, I can't stand Matt Gaetz. Hope he has an allergic reaction to his new hair product or something like that. Like, I'm not a fan, but I am here for this, for him, giving the Democrats sound bites and going after the other Republicans. I may be misremembering, but I feel like generally speaking, in the pre-Trump era, you didn't have a lot of infighting on the right. That was always my thing with them. Is like, man, they stick together generally. It don't matter what your crimes are. If you got the R by your name, they'll line up and circle the wagons. But so nowadays, I'm kind of digging it, watching them be at each other's throats like this, and the fallout of the McCarthy thing and all that. And Matt Gaetz is right at the forefront of it. Again, I'm no fan, but like you said, he is right about this impeachment stuff. And like earlier in the week, when he stands up in Congress and starts to talk, at first I see that and I'm like, oh God, I don't want to hear this guy talk. But then he stands up there and he's like, McCarthy and his ilk, they're not going to be able to keep calling Biden a senile old man as long as he keeps wrecking them in every single negotiation they have. And all of a sudden, I'm like, all right, hear him out. Let's let him finish. Let's see where he goes with this. Because as long as they're sniping at each other like this, I'm kind of just sitting in the corner eating my popcorn. You know what I mean? So it's the only thing Matt Gaetz has done that I've been in favor of.
Yeah, well, look, I'll add two quick things to that. One is that, here was the second thing he said in that speech that was even better. He said he referenced all the lobbyist money and the corporate PAC money that the other Republicans are taking.
Yeah.
Okay, that is some good stuff right there. That is true, and even progressives haven't really had the courage to call that out. I don't know why, and I don't know what they're waiting for. But so give credit to Matt Gaetz on that. And then the last thing is, I think that there's a lot of value in infighting within a party. You're not supposed to just go bow your head to whoever the leader is and no, I don't have any opinion. Oh, you're not doing the right things. You're doing what the donors want. Okay, no, I bow my head. We have unity. No, I'm not in favor of that at all. That's not the problem with the Freedom Caucus. The problem is that their ass, at least half of them, are mental. Like shut down the Department of Justice because they're investigating our daddy. Come on, come on. If they weren't lunatics, then it would be an interesting fight. Right?
Mm-hmm. Defund the FBI. I mean, that's basically what they want to do as well, which is has the same roots as what Cenk's talking about.
Yeah.
And, this infighting has gone on a little longer than Kevin McCarthy. It forced John Boehner out. It forced Paul Ryan to throw his hands up. So this Freedom Caucus has caused a lot of problems for the Republican caucus in the House, and I think it's going to be a difficult couple of years for them, personally, because of this. And Matt Gaetz is now liberated, not that he's ever been silent, liberated to say whatever the hell he's thinking about, which is what he's doing now, talking about the impeachment, what he did on the House floor the other day. He's going to be a force that's just going to speak his mind in ways that he hasn't before, and he's got Trump behind him.
Thanks for watching. If you become a member, you get to watch all this ad-free, except for, of course, this ad. Still, hit the join button below.